teams that can take these spots at the LAN and that are going to be coming after NiP's position right now because they're sitting in third.
Yeah, so they need to not just win here, but they need to win with a good margin, just to try and make sure. Look at JW actually running up behind NiP. This is so cool. Fnatic, they want every edge they can get. They're going to try and send JW backstabbing NiP. Oh, but he makes a bit too much noise, and the game is up. NiP. Yeah, that was a nice trick there though from Fnatic. I like that.
That's always so dirty, right? It's like, what? It was long, right? We're supposed to be knife for long, right? And it completely backfires, and JW's going to get overwhelmed as well. Freiburg, he can't do anything, and this is going to be NiP getting to choose which side they want to start on. And actually, I wouldn't even be surprised to see NiP start T-side.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's what's going to happen, because now this is a CT-sided map, and what happened? What used to happen back when things were starting to go, well, they weren't quite CT yet, NiP would just say, well, you know what, we're going to start on CT side, get our eye in, get what rounds we can, and then just hammer our opponents on T side. And now look, NiP, they're doing the same thing, except that now that it's a CT sided map, they're like, okay, we'll start T side, get our eye in, get the rounds we can, and then lock things down. So nice little take here by NiP. Let's see what they've got in store for us here.
Well, spotting in the middle early on here is Forest, and I think he spotted a bunch of people crossing over. Pronax, though, maybe thought they were upper dark still because he ran right into that bullet. Good start for NiP, and they're going to make their way up short real quickly, even get right behind for the look, as he always does. Turns around, takes out JW, and then now he's fighting, well, he doesn't have to, but he could be fighting Olofmeister in the middle, while the A-bomb side is completely lost. This is a shocking start as NiP just completely outmaneuver Fnatic here.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, they just landed the shots all over the place. Free bomb site for them. Krim's down to 11 HP, takes the fight with Alu and loses. Krim's not getting anything done in that situation. And Freiburg, I love the position. I mean, this is such a sick position. Right up there on the edge of the box, looking on Cat, picks out Olofmeister, and Exist will take out Flusha. A perfect, flawless pistol round coming in for NiP. Well, okay then.
Yeah, nice start indeed. And you're right, Freiburg's position, very cool when he just has that USPS to take a good headshot there. Fnatic's reply, on the other hand, is 1 P250, 157, and 3 C-set 75s. It's almost like they just want to upset NiP, because we don't see them normally doing this. But and I'm a bit surprised that they don't have a single scout here. That actually upsets me.
Not a single scout? What? Where's JW's scout? What is this? Get right. Entry fragging. Oh, one thing that we need to point out as well, and this is in case you aren't aware, whether you haven't watched the NiP things or you haven't got the news, but Get Right is calling right now. So Get Right first onto a site, and Get Right calling the shots right now for NiP. That might actually throw Fnatic for a little bit of a loop. That's something to take into account here.
It'll definitely change how NiP play. I mean, the players will still play a similar style, but you're right. There could be a bit of a difference here. Flusha, because you're going to catch Alu. That's actually a scout as well on Alu, so that would be such a big win if he could somehow take it and run away with it. But they're all around him. He's going to throw up a smoke and should be going down here any second. Great double kill though. That is so expensive for NiP. Getting a bit too close to the one-shot range of that P250. That's painful. Yeah,
that was such a sick bait by Flusha as well. That was so the timing was perfect as well, because Freiburg didn't get to see the angle that the smoke came in at. He just saw the smoke bloom. So he doesn't know if Flusha's on the other side of that or not. That was just perfect play by Flusha, and he made that pretty expensive. Nearly gets an AK as well, but of course, third man there to lock things down. And NiP will go up 2-0 in rounds now. So Fnatic, they finally get some kills on the board, basically, because that was getting pretty close to it being a perfect 2 rounds in a row for NiP, which is just unacceptable as far as Fnatic are concerned.
Krim's most definitely dead. He got shot in the face with an AK, and his corpse got bombarded with 2 grenades. So there's no chance of any kind of recovery there. I don't know what kind of defibrillators you need to revive someone in that state. They're gonna have to be hooked up to like a Tesla coil that just and you pretty just fry the body at that point. It's just a lost cause. You're not going to get him back at that point. So 3-0 here for NiP. The 4th round coming up, and there is no AWP being picked up on Fnatic. They just didn't feel like it. Not sure they even could. Maybe no, but not even Pronax think could have done it. So yeah, no AWP at all.
Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, he was $100 short from getting the AWP. So no op for JW, for Olofmeister, for anybody. It's just going to be straight rifles, and they go so far as to use a smoke as well. Nice nade onto Alu, though, and the follow-up, the double nade, in fact, goes through. And Olofmeister just spraying through the smoke, takes out Forest. Freiburg goes leaping through, trying to return the kill, but Olofmeister is there, keeping his cool. Picks up a 2nd kill, and Not sure if he realizes that Exist is waiting in mid, but now a 1-on-5 for Exist. What a complete another turnaround here for NiP in this crucial 4th round.
Yeah, what are you going to do here if you're Exist? Right now you need some really high damage, so high impact kills where you just take a lot of equipment away from Fnatic, especially that AWP that JW stole. If they could have somehow made sure he didn't get that, that would have been the ultimate, but not going to work out, and Fnatic have a perfect round as soon as they get rifles. NiP will buy another AWP and plenty of guns here on their side, but after this round, they'll be out of money. Fnatic actually do have a little bit more. That perfect round is really going to help them out. Alu getting the shot on Crims as he tries to cross, which is going to be annoying to him. Down to 36 from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's going to make Crims have to play a little bit more carefully here. He might try to take up his position on plateau behind the box, essentially, where it's like if you get headshot, then whatever, you're dead anyway. Doesn't matter how much HP you have. So we'll see how that develops over there on the B side. But NiP, they should realize now, okay, we've weakened the defense over there. Might be interesting for us to go for a B play eventually. They aren't going to commit to it very fast. They aren't going to commit to it very quickly. As if they had got the kill itself, they might have just sped onto that site. But now they're going to try and make they're going to try and make Fnatic think, you know, hey, we're going to want to come over to this A site soon.
Freiburg putting a couple of shots to the smoke, not going to connect with anyone. Bomb making its way back to T-spawn, all the way towards the B bomb site. So this is for us a huge tell about what's going on. Definitely looking like a B push right now. Question is, where is Exist going to go from here? Is he going to be faking long with Freiburg as well up on short? I mean, they could try and put some pressure on these two positions and then maybe force someone away from mid, essentially, into CT spawn so that they are as far away from the B bomb site. Because right now it's Crims here, but look at Olofmeister. Somehow he sees this coming and is in the bomb side. It's a very smart play right now from Fnatic. Crims looking for an opening, not going to get it though. Olofmeister back in middle, going to get the kill on Freiburg. There's Crims with a double headshot, looking for another one. It will be a triple. What a sick performance from Fnatic. 2 and 3. I mean, that's just outrageous, Sumner. That was one hell of a round again.
My mouth is just hanging open at this point. What the hell was that from Crims? I think he got a 2-for-1 headshot with one of those bullets as well, because they kind of like stacked up. And, well, it was just like first bullet hits one guy, and because that guy's crouching, the kickback on the second one just bumps up into Get Right's face. Whatever that was, and that was sick as well from Fnatic. Olofmeister coming back onto that B site. Freiburg making noise up on Cat. This is a huge tell as far as Fnatic are concerned as well. Freiburg, when he took those shots through the smoke, I think that's when it started crossing Olof's mind, like, wait a second. This isn't actually new at all from NiP. They're just leaving Freiburg up on Cat like they always do, and they're going to try and come B. So Olofmeister one step ahead, and this time around it's just going to be the straight rush out onto Cat here for NiP. 4 players alive, and they do a lot of damage to Flusha, force him to give up that angle.
Yeah, and that grenade from Flusha got blocked by one of the objects up there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Bomb will go down for NiP. I don't think they can hold the bomb site. A bit of a Kukli move coming out there as JW jumps and kills Forest, but he was on like 10 health, so it's a little bit less impressive, really. That's going to be 3-3, and we are moving into the 7th round. Fnatic immediately equalizing the score. They have had 3 rounds in a row where they have lost nobody to NiP. That is kind of shocking.
Yeah, actually, this... Talk about a turnaround, right? Bit of a beating at the start there for Fnatic, but as soon as they got rifles, all of a sudden it just turned like the pain train, man, left the station. And NiP, unfortunately, you know, wow. All right, nice tag there by Alu. He's getting consistent hitting those shots, and now, okay, it's the YOLO play from NiP. They're like, okay, enough of the shenanigans, enough of the slow play. That's not working. What we're gonna do now? Straight rush onto the B site. And well, Crims is just shutting them down, not even breaking a sweat doing it.
Yeah, really good. Just a hard stop, essentially. No entrance there at all. The rest of NiP still outside and did a little bit of damage to Crims, but they're going to have to fall back. And the question is, where do you go now? The problem with putting everyone over here is that now when they go back on the rest of the map, they don't really know where Fnatic are. They kind of have to check everything, which is going to take such a long time. You can't even tell that Alu is like being super paranoid up here in T-spawn as well. He's wondering, did anyone sneak in? Is there someone in the corner? Right? Because they've just been spotted on the other side of the map, so it's good that they win the battle in the middle here. Forest is going to be picking off Flusher, and we're into a 3v3 with a chance for NiP to get back into this, definitely. Even though they are a bit low on health on 2 of their players, they could do this.
Yeah, now it's the mind game from Forest. He puts that smoke down in mid doors to make Fnatic. If anybody was holding CT anywhere close to the slope, to make them think that was going to be that they're going to go up Cat NiP. And JW currently just waiting to see if this is going to be a mid-split, but Crims with his AWP picks up the first man, gets forced as well, and could he get Alu? No, Alu will finally strike and take him out. 20 seconds left, and he's going to have time to get this bomb plant down because nobody's in position to stop him. JW misses the shot, and Alu hits it back! Headshot from him, brings it back to a 1v1.
That is actually nuts. I was going to say maybe JW could have got the crossover kill, but then Alu comes back and actually gets revenge then. So now he's looking into middle. Pronax is going to be walking out. Alu in a supreme position. Pronax is going to have such a hard time guessing it. He goes down. Alu clutching a 1v3 with an AWP without the bomb even being down. That is so sick. The Finnish player just stepping it up massively. Also top fragging on the NiP side at 7-3 and 3. Yeah, it's not bot Alu, it's God Alu.
No, it's totally bot Alu, except he was in God mode.
Yeah, aim bot.
Boom!
Alu.
Doesn't miss a shot. Gets you in his crosshairs, you're a dead man. JW, man, that flick on a JW was ludicrous, was so sick. Just, yeah, okay, whatever. Alu, love to see that he's hitting the shots right now, and this has now made this game very interesting because NiP, a 4th round on the board, Fnatic forcing out, getting all the money that they can basically to go into this big buy round. They still have a little bit left in the bank though, so it's not the end of the world for Fnatic. Having had those 3 rounds before, the perfect rounds makes it so that they actually have some money to spend. It's really all pressure on NiP though. They got that round, but it was off of a clutch 1v3. That doesn't happen every day. Now they have to get something that they can actually execute consistently that will get them rounds.
Yeah, that is definitely the big issue here, is that you can't expect to win consecutive rounds with Alu clutching 1v3s. That's not going to happen. And this time they need to win the battle up here at the bottom side, but also down on long is going to be very important. Pronax waiting patiently for Exist to walk on in, and Exist trying to slow it down. I mean, that position would normally be where Get Right was playing, and something that he's quite good at. Nice shot here from Olofmeister. Also does a lot of damage, but can't find the kill on Get Right, who just puts down the bomb. So now it's a 2v2. And a bit of an attempted retake coming out now from Fnatic.
Yeah, they're still waiting on the man to come through here. Crims is going to get that flash, but Get Right sees it coming. He's not going to get caught off guard here. And if Get Right peeks forward, he can take out Crims practically for free. Crims going for the reload in his face. Looks for the headshot on Alu. Not going to get it. Yes, he will. And he goes for the jumping shot on the Get Right as well. Op is there, and they've got the kits. They've got the time. They should have the time at least. This is going to be cutting it real close. Okay, but Crims didn't believe, Anders. Crims is already running. He was like, I got to save this op. You know what, Pronax? I'm going to leave you. You do your thing. Good job, buddy. And he ran.
That was super well played by Crims, and more quickly spam in the chat, obviously. It's going to be 4-4, and the 9th round coming up, and a bit of a reset here for NiP. Winning a round, losing a round, and putting themselves back on Glocks with the one flashbang. Are they going to rush into B to see if they can Glock Crims down somehow? It's just cruel, isn't it?
No, it didn't really work last time, actually. So they've got a single flash, yeah. Single flash on Get Right. They're waiting for the nades, basically. As soon as this smoke clears, they're going to time it so that they run just as it clears. They're going to have that flash for the site as well. 2 players holding solid on the site, though, is going to make this pretty rough. And there you go. Crims already starting off strong. 2 kills for him. Runs out of bullets and sets it up for Olofmeister to take the peek. But Olofmeister, not the best gun to be dealing with this. Just an AWP, and he's going to get shot in the face by Forrest, who catches him up close.
Yeah, Alu trying to cover the window entrance, going to take down Crims, and the bomb goes down. This is a huge win for NiP. This is much more than they should have got out of this round. I don't think they can win it possibly, but still, they're trying their very best here. Forrest trying to stay alive will end up dropping, and pretty much an instant defuse there coming out. So 5-4, but losing 2 and with the bomb plant is just a terrific round for NiP. Well played.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much mission accomplished for them. Fnatic are happy because they saved both of their AWPs. So Olofmeister isn't going to have to tap too much into that 8,000 bank. He's only going to drop a couple thousand. So they're still maintaining their money over on Fnatic's side. And once again, they're in the lead, 5-4. NiP now, though, full buy on their part. And, man, not a lot left in the bank. But it would be, it'll be enough. We'll see. Freiburg is actually going aggro long, though. Flashes his way out. Unfortunately for him, though, nobody is here. Instead, it's just going to be Pronax, but he falls back up onto the site. It was an aggro play on Cat. Instead, an Olofmeister alone is going to just assassinate Get Right and fade back into the distance.
Yeah, I like the fact that Olofmeister was sort of falling back from that position, and then he just hesitates for a second, and Get Right comes out of Lower Dark and gets his face exploded. So now they're actually sniping for Olofmeister from Pit, and he seems to want to take this fight. You've got to be careful. There's 3 people down there. If he over-peaks the angle, could definitely be going down. Yeah,
he's got to play it careful here because he still has a man alive on Cat, so They realize nobody's pushing aggro. That, I mean, the Forest did give away his position by putting that nade onto Pronax and then the flash through mid as well. So that's why JW is basically still hanging around there, and he gets rewarded for his patience, picks out Forest. But now the remaining 3 players for NiP working their way up long, just now getting across. And there's the shot mid-air. Alu catches out Olofmeister, and now they're going to be able to get a safe plant here for long. NiP, with Alu in the op, this should be a really solid position for them.
Yeah, super silly play from Olofmeister. There was no reason here to do that at all. If he stays in Gandalf like that, it's going to be a plenty powerful position for the after plant. Crims will take down Exist here, and Freiburg spraying away, going to pick up the 1 kill. Let's see if he can do a little bit more. Does take down Flusher, and next in line might be Crims, who's jumping and shooting them. They're still trying to make it work. I mean, he's done it twice already. Might not go for a 3rd time, but Freiburg is there for the triple kill. And NiP are going to bring it back to 5-5. And Flusher is very low on money for some reason. Everyone else is doing fine, so I don't see Fnatic really ecoing here. But this game is still pretty close. There's no one really being allowed to run away with it.
Yeah, it's just tit for tat right now. A fair trade at all turns. And one thing that's fun to note is that NiP picked up the double op. They managed to save both of them. Although, of course, he lived in pit at the end of the round, so he's got his. But then they elect to actually pick up Olofmeister. So Forest, he's got an op. Alu's got the spawn for long, though, and is Pronax going to peek out? Yes, he will. Alu misses the shot, though. And now Pronax is going to be in position in pit. They can't actually force this NiP. Back to standard stuff now, getting back into mid, seeing as how they missed their opportunity to do big damage.
Looked like Gerard was almost going to catch Olofmeister, but he gets into the corner far enough that he won't actually get found out. So we'll see what NiP can show us here. Still got plenty of time. They haven't really, have you noticed this? They haven't gone for many B-split pushes under the leadership of Gerard here. So I'm
that's very true.
Wondering if they'll switch around for that at some point. Oh. Well, wasn't really much damage onto Crims, but still a bit annoying then. Bit of a team grenade going in there. Are they going to end up on short? They've got 2 people here. The bomb being dropped at the top mid. And they just need that one opening in NiP. You can tell they're playing for it as well. Trying to see if they can make it work. Yes, Crims being traded still favorably, but if you kill a guy in middle, the natural impulse isn't really to run A, it's usually to run B. And Fnatic, they do have a big stack here at the A bomb site.
Yeah, they've got 3 players alive here already. Bit of a triangle getting set up as well. Goose is occupied, and there it is. Pronax peeks out, 1-for-1 trade there, but he does the damage, and that sets it up for Flusha. Drops the bomb carrier, gets the double spray down, and with 8 seconds left, there's just no time. Olofmeister, he's not that patient, man. He doesn't even decide to wait that long. He'll just get the kill outright, take Alu out, and now both ops saved once again. Returns to Fnatic, and the trend continues, Anders. Just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. And generally, when you keep going back and forth, it's going to end up in favoring the terrorist side there. It was a really funny moment when we switched to Olofmeister, when he was flashed and just shooting into the sky. That looked really good. But in the end, he managed to stabilize, and it will be a good situation here for the Fnatic team moving forward, as NiP are going to be ecoing. Fnatic, they do seem to be winning some crucial rounds that will allow them to force it to eco, which is important.
Yeah, and this should be another solid round here for Fnatic. They're looking like they're pretty confident with taking the fights. They're going to be able to reestablish some of that money that they were forced to spend in the last round. And as far as NiP are concerned, it's not looking too good for them to actually get the bomb plant here. If they do, it's pretty much like an act of God, a miracle, one of those go buy a lottery ticket scenarios because you just used all your luck. Or tonight is your lucky night, I suppose. Is that what we got to go with? No, you run into Flusha with an AWP holding from B, and you're gone. Done. Nothing to do.
I always like that logic, you know. Like, you're lucky in one place, then automatically it has to transfer onto something else. It's just, I don't think it works that way, Sumler. I don't think statistics, you
have to just exude luck up to that point, because then, you know, you get lucky, and then you just continue to generate your own luck. And as soon as you let go, that's why it's like when you go to sleep, you're actually resetting your luck because you're no longer focusing on it, right?
Oh, a bit of a rush coming out. I've got a question for you after this, Semler, but they're going for the bomb site fast. This hasn't worked before for NiP, and again, Crims and Olofmeister, they're just shutting down this bomb site. Finally, there's a good return here, but a lot of damage already being dealt out to the remaining NiP players. So yes, a 3v3, but they need that bomb down quick. Get right, going to go and put it down. Not a standard plan, in fact. Going to go for a bit of a different path, but he's going to get almost overrun. There's JW running in. Picks up another one. Grenade on Exist. And there's JW with a kill to finish the round, making it 7-5. So, nice idea from NiP, but, I mean, Crims with that double just making it so hard for them to win the round. And that's going to be it. 8-5, in fact, here. Fnatic, just 2 rounds left of the half, and they're looking like they could finish really strongly.
Yeah, they're looking just incredible. JW in particular right there gets the first kill, throws away his weapon, grabs the M4, and then just peeks and just completely denies the guy holding from Upper Dark. Like that, like JW's on fire right now. He was looking so good.
I gotta ask you,
and look at the aggressive play. Olafmeister pushing up mid. This is some Shoxy stuff, and it actually works. He takes out Freiburg. 1 for 1, though. He wasn't expecting a second man to be there so early.
Yeah, that's a great opening, isn't it? Very annoying as well for NiP. So whatever they were thinking, now they've got to be worried about if more of this stuff is coming up from behind. Exist just crouches into the smoke and takes down JW, but Pronax up on Catwalk will drop Get Right, and now he's getting into position to follow it up. He's going to flash... No? I thought he was going to flash Flusher in, but Flusher's is playing and going to be falling back from the elevator. So now 3v3, and NiP, look at this. They're being boxed in here.
Yeah, they are getting pushed up, and they might have heard the steps there. Exist takes the fight, though, and he wins it outright versus Pronax. So in-game leader versus ex-in-game leader. And, well, both of them ex-in-game leaders, actually. Funny how that works. 2-on-2 scenario, though, and he brings it back, and now we're going to have Crims and Flush both alive, but not really sure if this is going to be B or A. And the remaining NiP members haven't really given away their positions yet. This flashbang, though, if these flashes go out, that's going to be it. Alu needs to get across somehow. And the timing is perfect. Flusha takes out Alu instantly. It's down to Forrest now to bring it back here for NiP in a 1v2. Shots going out from Flusha, and he gets the headshot. Done. NiP, no bomb plant either. $3,000. That is not going to be a whole lot of cabbage to work with here for the last round of this half.
Wow, I mean, that was almost a double kill from Flusher as well when they both crossed at the same time. That could have gone horribly wrong, but it still didn't work out for NiP. That's 9-5, and 3 scouts, 2 AKs being picked up here by NiP in the last round of the half. And I don't know. I don't think 5 rounds is quite enough T-side of this map. Actually, I think they need a lot more.
Did Flusha? I think Flusha shot through Or no, wait, what was this? Yeah, Flusha shot through Pronax to get that kill on Freiburg. Just saying.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, man. He still got the kill. That's all he cares about.
Get Right running up, looking over the smoke, and up on the Catwalk, making a lot of noise in the process. But over at Long, Pronax will actually go down, which means Flusher's now got a sandwich in between Long and Short, and he has to find a way out, not realizing, and now he will realize that Exist is right there. Still can't win the fight. It looks like NiP might be able to pick up the last round here. Jumping C-set 75 on JW, not going to be good enough, and Crims will be alone in the 1v3, so NiP at least get to keep this final round.
Okay, that was a pretty sick shot by Get Right, jumping scout there. That was pretty cool. Okay. Crims, let's see what he can do from CT. 1v3, bomb a ticking. He's got a kit and a single flash. And he's, yeah.
Nah, there's not much to do here. Crims going to go back to jumping and shooting because that's been his thing all first half here, but it doesn't work out. Exist with the triple, and we are at 9-6.